Hello my dear friends, welcome back. This is Afsana Mimi from AIM English and Self. In this video, we're going to learn the 15 best ways to replace very much. Like the previous one, this video will be super fun as well since you will learn everything with pictures and TV shows. But before diving in, first you should know your why. Why you must replace very much. Here are top 3 reasons. First of all, native speakers hardly use very much, as it's an extremely limited expression. You can almost never convey your exact emotion through it. Secondly, I'm sure you'd agree it sounds monotonous and lifeless. And finally, very much is a red alert for you if you are preparing any formal test like IELTS or TOEFL, because your examiners will immediately lower your marks as soon as you use it very much. So it's a definite no for formal test. Now, if you're wondering, but Mimi, how can I possibly memorize all of this? Well, it's not that tricky, believe me, because all of today's phrases can be used as adverb or adjective only, and their structures are exactly same, and their meanings are also nearly similar. Plus, you will learn all of today's phrases with examples, pictures, and TV shows. So without further ado, let's jump right in. The first 2 ways to replace very much are incredibly and amazingly. Both of them have the same meaning and they mean something that is surprisingly good. For example, her communication skill has improved amazingly. Means you didn't expect her to improve that much. She improved a lot. Or you can say, do you know the current price? That's incredibly low. It also means you didn't imagine the price being so low. It is beyond your expectations. Let's watch the examples.
I'm incredibly grateful to be alive. I'm incredibly grateful to be alive.
And amazingly, they were so happy together. And amazingly, they were so happy together.
The third alternative is using desperately. It suggests someone who is craving for or dying to get something. So I can say, my friend is desperately trying to be a millionaire. Means he is crazily trying to be a millionaire. By the way, I do really have a friend who is desperate to be a millionaire, so it's true for me. Anyway, it's time to watch the experts.
But it is so important to me to tell you how desperately I want to. But it is so important to me to tell you how desperately I want to.
And I think it's that kind of solution scaling that we really desperately need, and that makes these projects so important and relevant right now.
Moving on to the next 2 alternatives. Those are significantly and considerably. Again, both of their meaning and uses are exactly same. They suggest sufficiently, noticeably. Something has changed so much that's grabbing your attention. And these 2 adverbs are especially useful for IELTS Academic Task 1. For instance, the popularity of Disney World has increased considerably. Or, after that match, Messi became a significantly well-known figure. Let's watch how to use these phrases in professional settings.
In 2 minutes, and it can significantly change the outcomes of their life. In 2 minutes, and it can significantly change the outcomes of their life.
Falcon 9 currently costs around $37 million to manufacture, which is considerably cheaper than an A380.
Alright, the next 2 options are dramatically and drastically. Both of them having the exactly same meaning. They are especially used for describing the sudden, huge change. Something has improved or degraded very fast in a short period of time. And both of them can be used for either positive or negative situations. For example, the rent cost has decreased dramatically this year. The technology has improved drastically in the last 2 years. Here's a quick note. The main difference between the previous two significantly considerably with these two is, although both of these categories imply huge change, but these two implies sudden huge change, while the previous two suggest comparatively gradual change. Let's watch how the experts are using these phrases.
The cost of that has been dropping dramatically, 70–80% reduction in cost of using solar power in the last 5 years.
Your life is about to change. It is going to change so drastically that people won't even think you're the same person.
Moving on to the next 3 options, which are increasingly, rapidly, and exponentially. Again, these 3 are especially useful for IELTS Academic Task 1, and these 3 almost having the same uses. And all of them are particularly used when we point any noticeable statistics, data, or rate, and when there's extremely rapid increase. So I might say, the online shopping is growing exponentially day by day. Means they're growing with an extremely rapid pace. Now listen to the examples.
Parents providing increasingly larger amounts of data.
Our company has grown exponentially.
And I found that I started to improve much more rapidly. So I developed a course called Training the Musical Brain.
Next, I have not 1, 2, but 4 options to replace very much, which are immensely, extremely, enormously, and tremendously. You can use all of these for almost the same way. They all mean to a large extent or simply hugely. For example, Janith is an immensely grateful person. Means she is hugely or extremely grateful person. Similarly, if I say positive expectation is tremendously beneficial for our mind, it suggests that positive expectation is hugely beneficial. Now notice how the experts are using these phrases.
You can change your life. You can grow immensely in the next few years.
So that's who I am. And believe me, I'm extremely grateful to be that person.
Practice a lot, practice well, and you will do extremely well.
And it was an enormously satisfying moment for me because I thought, okay, I'm in control of my life again.
You just made a tremendously courageous step.
Right.
And you experienced this awakening, this physical feeling of, I am alive.
Right.
And here I am. The last best alternative to replace very much is profoundly. Meaning something that is very deep, a deep feeling, quality, characteristics. For example, profound sleep. So when I say he is profoundly knowledgeable in IT, I do mean he has a very deep knowledge on IT field. Now watch the clips to get it more.
Cities are profoundly multicultural.
You're actually making a pretty profound statement. You're saying that you can trust yourself.
Alright my friends, that's the end for today's video. Before wrapping up, my question to you, which phrase did you like the most? Comment below and I'll be sure to follow you up. I hope you found today's video useful. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. As always, thanks so much for tuning in and I'll catch you next time. Bye!